In the summer of 1997, a network of underwater microphones picked up an anomaly. It was a deep, resonating sound, so intensely loud that it simultaneously triggered acoustic sensors over 3,000 kilometers apart. If this sound originated from a biological creature, the volume and frequency required a body mass significantly larger than a blue whale, the largest animal to ever live. This illustrates a severe limitation in human exploration. We have only successfully mapped 5% of our oceans. The remaining 95% is a completely unobservable, pitch-black abyss. Human psychology hates a vacuum. Confronted with a massive, unexplained sound echoing from a void we cannot see, we naturally populated that darkness with Lovecraftian horrors and sleeping leviathans. To isolate the actual source of this anomaly, we have to look at how humanity managed to hear a noise from the deep ocean floor in the first place. This global listening network was originally a military project engineered for deep-sea espionage. In 1968, at the height of the Cold War, 4 military submarines from around the world vanished into the ocean depths within a single year. Among them was the advanced USS Scorpion. The American military was under immense pressure to find the wreckage, but dragging the seafloor blindly in an environment this vast proved impossible. A scientist named John Kraken realized the visual search was a dead end. To find the Scorpion, the Navy needed to stop looking and start listening. Kraken gained access to SOSUS, a highly classified American network consisting of thousands of deep-sea microphones. It was engineered to track the faint mechanical hum of Soviet nuclear submarines moving across the globe. By combing through the acoustic data from these microphones, Kraken identified the exact sound of the USS Scorpion's hull collapsing under pressure, pinpointing the wreckage 3,000 meters deep. This success proved that acoustics could track events the human eye would never see. Following the eventual declassification of the sensors, civilian scientists gained a global perspective on the noises of the abyss. Researchers soon began capturing acoustic signatures they couldn't explain. Bizarre, repetitive noises dubbed slow down, upsweep, and eventually the 1997 anomaly known as the Bloop. This graph shows the Bloop's audio profile. With sharp peaks and rhythmic patterns, it tricks the ear, sounding like a massive creature taking a breath. But the famous recording was heavily modified. To make the ultra-low frequencies audible, researchers sped the file up significantly. In its true, unaltered state, the sound is an agonizingly slow, mundane scrape. There are no vocal cords involved. There is no biological signature whatsoever. It took nearly a decade of cross-referencing acoustic data, but NOAA finally identified the source. It was a colossal ice quake originating near Antarctica. When millions of tons of glacial ice fracture and shear off the coastline, the physical separation generates immense low-frequency energy that can travel unimpeded for thousands of miles through the water column. The internet's favorite sea monster was dismantled by the mundane reality of geological physics. While the 1997 anomaly is now attributed to shifts in the Antarctic ice shelf, the deep ocean remains an environment of constant, unexplained noise. Consider an anomaly known as upsweep. It is a disturbing, oscillating sound that heavily resembles an ambulance siren. Since 1991, upsweep has been howling continuously from a treacherous, completely unmapped corner of the Pacific Ocean. 36 years later, it is still echoing. Other acoustic events, like the ones named slow down and whistle, continue to defy explanation. They don't match known biological life forms, and they don't map to any documented geological processes. Even armed with a globally integrated network of underwater microphones, we are limited by our inability to visually inspect the source. We are floating above a void. The unsettling reality is that massive events are displacing thousands of tons of water right beneath us every day, and we are unable to identify them.